Let's quickly now bring in the Gujarat numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Is the INDI alliance going to dent the BJP in Gujarat? The stronghold of the BJP, the assembly elections were landmark. Oh, it's a clean sweep in Gujarat. So if it's
most
a clean
unsurprising
no, but the story is that if there is anti-incumbency, then there has to be some rub-off in Gujarat. If that's not there, then there is no major anti-incumbency against PM Narendra Modi and the BJP. If it's a Modi vote and if it's a Modi factor, then Gujarat should be dented. That's what many experts believe. कि गुजरात में अगर एक सीट भी कम हो गया तो across the country there will be a dent. Valsad has spoken for Modi.
Look at the vote share difference: 30% for Congress and 62% for the BJP. I mean, this is not a mountain. This is Mount Everest for the Congress to climb.
So if they have not been able to make an impact here, then they say the rest of India trends are also manifest that there will be no major anti-incumbency to show. Number of seats is different, but this is the benchmark. Yes.
Let's also break some of the other states in this wheel. I think we have Madhya Pradesh, we have Chhattisgarh.
We'll try and put out some of the other states. Sumant Raman has been quiet for a bit. Yes, Sumant Raman, your thoughts so far? BJP at 117 seats out of 257. The Congress party struggling, they're still at 43, so the gap is only widening. The NDA 154, the INDI alliance less than 100 at 92 so far.
Yeah, Anand, I think that once you put out the Karnataka numbers and Maharashtra numbers, the India alliance is not gaining there. There itself, whatever else happened, they are unlikely to mount a serious challenge. So I think that as per the exit polls, this is now looking not just like a victory, it's looking like more like a landslide win. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in the rest of Uttar Pradesh and a few other states. And there are a few setbacks according to the other polls in states like Rajasthan and Jharkhand, where 3-4 seats are being dropped and another 4 or 5 are being dropped in Rajasthan. But other than that, it seems to be, if these numbers, particularly for the southern states, comes true, then I think that the BJP is well on track.
You would also admit, Sumant Raman, that they had to, the INDIA and the opposition had to make big inroads or big dents in Karnataka and in Telangana. They also had to make a dent in, say, states like Gujarat and Maharashtra. Yeah, Maharashtra. But they don't seem to be making those dents, and this is, if we take the BJP, NDA's upper end of 154, the INDI is at 87, the Congress is below 40 if we take the upper end of the BJP at 117. Here's the next state. Let's go to Rajasthan. So we got the Rajasthan numbers where everybody is expecting some dent to the NDA and the BJP in Rajasthan. Straight fights, it's direct fights here, BJP versus Congress. Look at this. Rajasthan, out of the 25 seats, 23, higher end 23 are going to the BJP. So there is not so much of an attrition. But if it is the lower end, 18 seats for the BJP, then it could lose all 7 to the INDI alliance. So this is how it is.
If at the higher end for Congress and lower end for BJP, 18-7, that is a significant drop. Do you see the BJP losing 7 seats in Rajasthan?
There were, of course, rebellions and things like that. And the point is that the former chief minister, basically, she was the mass leader in that this thing. And there was a very unpopular change in chief minister when the party won. And she just shut down her system for the rest of the party. She basically confined herself to her son's seat. And therefore, the party did not get advantage of her sort of leadership and her sort of organizational, heft. In this election. So there were issues.
But if the BJP wins 22 or 23 seats and loses just one more from the last time around, does that also mean that the era of Rani Saiba is over? The era of Rani Saiba and her influence or her dependence of the BJP on her is over. Nalin, and then
that could happen. That could be one way of reading it. But these are things that are dynamic in nature. You could lose one election on the back of assembly.
But if it's an 18-7, Nalin, what does it mean for the state government?
So, two or three things. One, there are at least 2 seats that I understand the BJP was definitely looking at thought they was losing. There are the 4-5 seats where there's a tough fight where they could lose. So, the lower end is that, when they lose 6 or 7. I'm not sure it means much for the state government because people do vote differently.
You don't think there will be pressure on the Chief Minister?
There would be, but this is not such a huge this thing that it would kind of.
But
I'm just
Minister
quickly
Modi-
looking at the
Prime Minister Modi
VIP
never
candidates.
tried
Om
to
Birla is
challenge
winning in Kota,
remove-
unki seat फंस रही थी. Just can we just quickly put those
The
VIP
VVIP
candidates?
seats,
Yeah. Om Birla, unki seat कह रहे थे फंसेगी नहीं. He is the Lok Sabha speaker. He is winning comfortably. Bhupendra Yadav is winning from Alwar in Rajasthan. We will see if there are projections for the likes of Gajendra Shekhawat and some of the other. So right now we have these two. We'll try and put out some of the others. Jodhpur, Gajendra Shekhawat seem to be comfortable. The questions were in Churu, in Barmer, in Sanganer. Some of these seats were question marks. But if
Dausa.
this number is
Dausa.
not Dausa, if these numbers are not 18, but if they are at 23, then what does that mean? What does
Then
that
it means
imply?
that Modi is on the ticket and people have voted for Modi,
Modi.
just like they voted in the assembly election as well. The point that you were asking, the question you were asking Nistula, on that, I think the problem for the BJP in Rajasthan is that when Modi is on the ticket, they are winning. The problem is at the regional level, while Vasundhara Raje may be on the way out and she's kind of been sidelined in this election, or she's been sitting out, as Nistula was saying, they don't have an alternative. They haven't built a second line. So right now there isn't a big.
Where we got one more.